Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Firman Lukman Sanjaya. My institution is Politeknik Harapan Bersama. I will present my research entitled Experimental Performance of Gasoline Engines with EGR Fueled by Blends of Gasoline and Butanol. Ladies and gentlemen, the use of motorized vehicle is increasing due to the high activity of the community in their daily needs. This has negative effects including, first, fuel shortage. Second, increased pollution. Then, what's the solution? The solution to this problem is to use butanol as an alternative fuel. Butanol has a higher octane number and latent heat of evaporation than gasoline fuel, so that the cylinder increases and engine power is better. Look at the table. The octane number of gasoline is 88. The octane number of butanol is 98.3. And then the high oxygen content in butanol helps the fuel oxidation process so that the combustion process in the cylinder becomes complete. This results in increased engine power and reduced engine exhaust emission. Look at the table. The oxygen content of gasoline is 2.7 and the oxygen content of butanol 21.69. However, the use of butanol in the fuel increases the exhaust gas temperature, so that in NOx increases. This problem can be fixed using the exhaust gas recirculation or EGR system. The EGR system recirculates some of the remaining combustion gases to the combustion chamber in the next cycle, so that the specific heat of the air mixture increases. This causes the flame temperature of decrease and the reaction rate of NOx formation to decrease. Next, literature review. The addition of butanol generally improves engine performance. Look at the graphics. Increasing the percentage of butanol in fuel can increase engine torque, power, and brake thermal efficiency. This is research from Zitian et al. In 2020. Next, literature review. Look at the graphics. Currently, NOx emission significantly decreased as the increase of the cooled EGR rate. This is research from Deng Feng et al. In 2018. Next, experimental setup. This study uses a gasoline engine with the specification list in the table. Look at the table. Type engine, gasoline, production Toyota, number of cylinders 4, capacity 1798 cc, number of valve 8 valve, maximum power 94 horsepower at 5000 rpm, maximum torque 155 Newton meter, 3200 rpm. Fuel system is EFI. The percentage of butanol in the gasoline fuel mixture is 5%, 10%, and 15% of the total volume of the fuel mixture used. The measurement of engine torque and power use dyno test, which is connected inline to the gasoline engine. The dyno test is flowed with pressurized water and burden the rotation of the dyno test rotor so that the engine speed gets a load. The load given to the dyno test is 25% of the total load that can be accepted by the gasoline engine. The load received by the machine is displayed on the dyno test display screen. The constant engine speed of 3000 rpm and measurement using a tachometer. Mixer is used to mix gasoline and butanol so that the fuel mixture becomes homogeneous. The fuel mixture flows in the burette and the fuel is pumped to the injector to be atomized. Burettes are used to measure the fuel consumption of gasoline engine. EGR recirculates some the remaining combustion gases into the cylinder in the next cycle. The study varies the use of hot EGR and cold EGR system. Next, result and discussion. Brake torque and brake power. This graph shows the result of the torque and power of a gasoline engine using the EGR system with variation in the fuel blends. The highest brake torque and power were 61.43 Nm and 19.28 kilowatt with the addition of 10% butanol. The high octane number in butanol increases the resistance of the fuel to receive high pressure during the compression stroke so that the explosion in the cylinder is higher. In addition, butanol has a high oxygen content so that the oxidation process of fuel in the combustion chamber increases. This increases the acceleration of the flame in the combustion chamber so that the combustion process is more complete. The use of cooled EGR increases brake torque and power by 13.2% and 13.42% respectively compared to without EGR. This increase is because EGR recirculates the remaining combustion gases in the cylinder so that the unburned fuel is carried away and helps the combustion process in the next cycle. Brake thermal efficiency. This test is to measure brake efficiency thermal on AFI gasoline engines with or without EGR fueled by gasoline and butanol. The highest BTA or brake thermal efficiency occurred in the addition of 15% butanol to gasoline fuel by 27.36%. The addition of butanol increases the oxygen content in the fuel mixture so that the combustion process is better and thermal efficiency increases. The high latent heat of evaporation in butanol helps the fuel mixture to evaporate more easily when sprayed by the injector. Good evaporation accelerates the process of flame propagation in the combustion chamber so that thermal efficiency increases. The use of hot EGR system increases the highest BTA or brake thermal efficiency by 21.96% compared to machine without an EGR system. This is because the hot EGR system recirculates the remaining gas from the combustion into the combustion chamber without a cooling process. so that the temperature increases in the cylinder. This process increases the brake thermal efficiency of the machine. Next, brake specific fuel consumption. This task explains the effect of adding butanol to gasoline on the BSFG of a gasoline engine using the AGR system. The highest BSFG was 19.28 kilowatt hours when 10% butanol was added to gasoline. BSFG increases with increasing butanol percentage in gasoline. The increase in BSFG because the calorific value of butanol is lower than gasoline fuel, so that the combustion chamber temperature decreases during the combustion process. This causes a high need for fuel in the combustion process, so that the engine energy produced is sufficient to produce motion energy in the engine. The use of the AGR system decreases the BSFG. The highest decrease in BSFG occurred in the use of hot AGR by 18.01% compared to without AGR. This is because the unburned fuel is recirculated in the combustion chamber and help the next discussed combustion process, so that the fuel demand decreases. Conclusion: the study observed the addition of 5%, 10%, and 15% butanol in gasoline to the performance of gasoline engine with or without the AGR system. The result showed that the highest brake torque and power were 61.43 Newton-meter and 19.28 kilowatt at the addition of 10% butanol. The use of cold AGR increases brake torque and power by 13.2% and 13.42% respectively compared to without AGR. The highest BTA occurred in the addition of 15% butanol to gasoline fuel by 27.36%. In addition, the use of the hot AGR system increases the highest BTA by 21.96% compared to machine without an AGR system. The highest BSFG was 19.28 kilowatt hours when 10% butanol was added to gasoline. The use of hot AGR reduced the highest BSFG by 18.01% compared to without AGR system. This is my research presentation. As I thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.